Hello everyone, welcome back to Royalty Soaps. By the way, if you don't know, we did have a soap release recently. I promise you there is still stock available. We do be making a lot of soap these days. So if you're interested in getting anything from the creative department collection, you can over at royaltysoaps.com. Of course, now we are entering a new collection. Today's video is not part of said collection. It's just something I really wanted to do. It's something that inspired me and thusly I wanted to share it. We're making wax tarts and wax melts. Now, I do make candles. I've gotten good enough at making candles that I felt like I had my footing when it came to pairing fragrance with wax. It's a whole different beast than cold process soap making. And I just think there is so much creative opportunity when it comes to making those snap bars and making those little like canisters of wax. So there's two that I know I want to make today. I want to make an Alice in Wonderland's inspired one, and I also want to make an Ariel inspired one because my daughter really wants an Ariel like mermaid wax melt thing to go in her teapot wax melter. And then also I love Alice in Wonderland and I have the perfect idea and the perfect mold for it. I really hope it works out. So basically what I'm telling you is I'm experimenting with wax today and we're doing it with Disney characters. That's the big pitch. These are not going to be for sale. They're just being made for fun. I will tell you all the things that I'm using, and I am by no means an expert. This is only my second time doing it. I've got my wax melting in a pot over there from another small business, and I will do my best to leave the links to everything that I'm using today down in the description box below. So if something looks interesting to you, you might just want to pick it up. First, let's talk about what we're molding everything in. I got these two silicone molds from Amazon. I have some here that I clearly have already experimented with that are in like 5 divided little rectangles. And then these are divided into 10 squares. So these look a little bit more like chocolate to me. And these look more like traditional snap bars, sorta. And then I have these round ones because I thought, ooh, it'd be fun to do like an Ariel tide pool maybe. I don't know. We'll see how that pans out. Then of course we have these clamshell molds where you pour the wax straight in, you shut the lid, and everything is self-contained and ready to go. These are from Nature's Garden, and like I said, I'll try to link everything I can. Most of the things in this video are from Amazon and Nature's Garden. Because Nature's Garden started as like a candle store first, they're kind of a one-stop shop for fragrance, wax, dye, additives, etc. This is not sponsored or anything. It's just super, super convenient. And also their fragrances are a really good price. Before we do any of the big stuff though, I am going to make the embeds. And now a quick commercial break. Today's video is sponsored by Rakuten. Now I've been working with Rakuten for years and they have literally saved me thousands of dollars. Rakuten is the largest cashback website. They partner with over 2,500 brands to get you cash back on all of your purchases. All you have to do is click through the links found on their app to places like Kohl's, Macy's, Chewy, Ulta, Target, etc. And then just shop on the store's website like you normally would. Or you can use my preferred method, which is simply a browser extension app. And whenever I am on one of the websites that offers cash back through Rakuten, a little pop-up comes up. It asks me to activate cash back and I say yes every time because more money in my pocket is more better. Am I right? You can sign up for Rakuten and get a $30 sign-up bonus by using the link below and on screen now. Again, sign up for Rakuten and get a $30 sign-up bonus using the link on the screen and the link in the top of the description box below. I will also leave it as a pinned comment. Don't forget, you can use this in tandem with your coupon. So if you have a coupon or a gift card, just use it at checkout like you normally would because this is a separate thing. So it's just savings upon savings at that point. Thank you very much to Rakuten for sponsoring today's video, and back on into our soap making. Obviously, for the Ariel inspired wax, we're going to be doing some mermaid tails. We also have these citrus molds, which are super cute. And then for the Alice in Wonderland, I have these roses so that again, we can kind of do like a painting the roses red theme where I can pour both white and red wax. And hopefully it'll get into all those crevices. I just don't know. This will be an experiment for sure. sure. I'm not gonna scent the embeds because I feel like that's a little too much work for not enough payoff. And the wax that I'm using that has been melted down to the appropriate temperature is called Pillar of Bliss. This is from Nature's Garden and was one of the more highly recommended tart waxes because it's really hard and it throws fragrance really good. So for the color, I'm gonna add in a little bit of Tahitian teal mica. This is from Mad Micas. And I'm also gonna add in a few little drops of green candle dye. This is just from an Amazon candle dye kit that was really inexpensive and had lots of different colors. I don't think I'm gonna add anything else to it because it's already quite shiny and quite green, really giving that sort of aerial tail look. I'm gonna fill one in and then see if I need to add some more color. I can see that getting things into the very edges of this mold might prove quite the challenge. So there might be a little bit of cleanup to do with this, but that's all right. Whoopsie. Might steer clear of the edge tails because I think those are a little wonky. I'm also trying to get it as flat as possible because I am gonna lay these flat, but there might be a little bit of scraping involved just to get them a little bit less rounded. Like once I fill these all in, theoretically, could I just scrape this with a popsicle stick? I feel like the answer is yes. That might be kind of messy, but I feel like it would be worth it. Like, what's to stop me from just, you know, making sure that it's a little flat by doing that and then breaking all the excess off later? I think that's a good idea. I also think I didn't color this nearly as strongly as I should have. I feel like this is all gonna be pastel. Gonna go ahead and let those set up, and I'm gonna move on to the painting the roses red. I think the best way to do this would be to mix up a little bit of red first. So using the same dye kit, I'm just gonna put quite a bit in there because I feel like that's what's gonna look the best, just to have it be really, really dark. Okay, so I've mixed up some white dye chips into our clear wax, which also looks kind of white. And then I have our red ready to go. So I think what I'm gonna do is pour some of the red just straight into the middle. Maybe that was too much, just like this. And then I'm gonna pour the white on top and let that smear the red around. Yes, like hopefully that looks how I imagine it, but it sure looks nice on the top. Here's to hoping that worked. And in all the time it took me to do that, these are already ready to pop out, which is one of the things I've really enjoyed about experimenting with wax melts is that it seems like there's such immediate payoff. Ooh, I just broke that tail. Now I know I'm gonna have to be careful removing these because I think they're a little bit dainty. Aha! Okay, so that's not exactly her tail color, but good enough for me. Yeah, check it out. Also, I only need 8 of them, so hopefully we don't break the rest. Nope, I just broke that one. Okay, you absolutely have to pull from the middle to the tail. I broke that one too. Okay, but it's not so bad. Maybe I can just kind of smush it together. Can anyone tell? Well, yep, they would be able to tell. I was able to successfully remove our roses, and I do think they look pretty good. I might put a little bit of shimmer on there so that you can kind of get a little bit more of the detail, but all in all, we're pleased. I have my little clamshells right here with some little red hearts. These are from Latchkey Lusters, and I also have some right here in this little snap bar mold. I'll try to move it so that you guys can see everything. And the first layer I'm going to do is going to be a white one. I have here 8 ounces of my melted wax, so I'm going to add a little bit of white to it. Just this candle dye from Amazon. And then for the fragrance, I'm going to use Cherry Almond from Nature's Garden. This is a brand new fragrance and it does smell so good. Mix that up super good. And now, very, very carefully, I'm going to pour this into the mold. I feel like there's got to be a better pouring utensil, but right now, I'm just breaking the fall on one of these little squares until the whole bottom part is completely coated in white, and I'm not gonna do any more than that. I'm just gonna do this one layer. That way, the next layer can be blue. Sure, ask me a question, Caroline.
Someone asked, if fruits and vegetables could talk, who would be the rudest?
Rudest veggie, for sure, is a broccoli.
Oh, explain yourself.
I don't have to. It's broccoli. I feel like a raspberry has an attitude. I don't know if it's rude, but I feel like it has a tude. It thinks it's better than the other fruits, for sure.
It may or may not invite you to its birthday party.
That's exactly right. All right, on to the second layer, which I'm only going to pour onto the snap bars because I don't think the other ones are ready. I have a little bit of blue with a little bit of aquamarine. Those were little dye chips. And then I added in just a little bit of shimmer because I thought that would look super good. Again, supposed to kind of look like Alice's dress, which I wonder I should shoot these with a heat gun. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm adding a lot more blue onto the snap bars than I am into the clamshells. And I think the clamshells, at least this one can handle it at this point. I'll still try to be careful. And now that I've poured that in, let's add, and right here. Oh, I love it! And plop it in right there. Then I don't have a ton left for this one, so I think I might just have to use it as a glue. That's still really cute. Yeah, I'll just use it for a glue, I think. Let's let this set up completely and then we'll pop them out and the Alice wax bars will be done. Okay, so for our Little Mermaid themed ones, I have this really gorgeous purple that I made up using a little bit of Pow Pow Purple from Mad Micah's, some violet, and some purple candle dye from the kit. And now I'm going to add Aruba Shores. I thought it was only fitting that we do sort of like a beach inspired fragrance. So I'm just gonna add that right in. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. And I am just gonna mix this until it's really good and incorporated. And then I'm gonna use these silicone molds and we're gonna fill them up basically to the tippy top and add a little bit of glitter. And then using a little bit of hot wax, whenever this is like completely solid, I will glue the tail onto it. Blah, 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 blah. So let's put a little bit of this Mad Micah's Eco Glitter on here. It's a little bit of like purpley shimmer.
If you were to change your hair to any vibrant color, what would it be?
Ooh, I actually have a lot that I would really love to do. So this is kind of a hard one for me because I have so many ideas. I think the obvious just one would be probably pink, just because I think it would be so fun. I'm not entirely sure it would be very flattering on me because I kind of have a lot of pinky undertones. Well, I would love to have like prism hair, have it be all like pastel rainbow. That'd be super cool. Maybe a blue, like a turquoise. I think that would be really fun. Would love to do that. We're gonna let these set up, and in the meantime, the Alice in Wonderland wax snaps are all cool. So you can see the two-toned white and blue, and then this is what it looks like on the other side. I think it's perfect, and it smells divine. It smells so good. Yes, so cute. And yeah, the blue on the back really ties it all together. I love the little hearts on there. It's just so cute. I could see us making quite a few of these because I feel like so many people would think they were adorable. And then for the clamshells, they look really cute. They do not close all the way because I was a silly sausage and didn't think about that when I was putting the embeds in. And also I poured them a little too hot for the container, which I have learned is very, very, very important when you're doing wax melts, but again, I'm new at it and sometimes I forget. So I should have left a little more clearance for the embeds, but these are all going to stay in the family. I will probably just pop them out of the mold when they're completely hardened and then give it to the people. But this is what they look like. It's still a really cute concept. It just definitely was in its beginning phase. As you can see, I have already removed one because my mom demanded to take it home with her. So one of them is missing, but the rest of them are here. And that's actually fine because you guessed it, I broke another mermaid tail. So I actually only have 5. So let's see if my big idea works here, which is just to glue it using some more wax. But I wonder, like, you're gonna be able to see that now, aren't you? You definitely are. Maybe I should just melt it a little bit. Yeah, because look, that's not gonna look very good. Like, it does look good to have it on there, but it doesn't look very good to just have it.
With every second, it looks worse.
Let's heat it up a little bit instead. Okay, and put it in. How about that? Oh no! Oh no, I broke it. On this one, I'm gonna try to melt like the entire top, like that, and then just drop it in like this. Is that enough? Like, is it melted enough? It appears to be. Okay, so I think what I've learned, but look, all the glitter went to the middle. So there has to be a way to do this. I'm just not sure what it is. Boop, boop, you're in. All right. Okay, I mean, it does stick really, really good when you just melt a teeny tiny bit. Like this one, oh wow, broken. Awesome. See, this one is definitely the most secure, but I clearly should have had some like leftover wax from one of the purple discs so that you would be able to just have purple surrounding it and not white, because that just looks like I glued it and it looks really bad. These look pretty good, but whenever I heat it down, it like moves all the glitter. So it's still fun, but it's not as good as it could be. I'm just glad that that one didn't break, honestly. This one, I only melted in one spot and I melted it quite a bit, and then I accidentally tried to shove it and it was already hardened. So that's not the way to go. Still, these look pretty cute and they sure smell nice. I can tell you that much. All right, guys, which one do you think is better? Do you like the Alice in Wonderland wax tarts, or do you like the Little Mermaid one? I would love to know your opinions down in the comment section below. Now, I know I already said something similar to this, but obviously I am not an expert. This was my first time kind of trying it out. I did do a few beforehand, but I definitely am still working on this. It's such a unique craft, and I even have a few different waxes. I got a few from Candle Science, and one of them is like soy-based, one of them is paraffin-based. So I'm going to experiment a bit more and see what I think. I really like coloring them. Like, that's just so therapeutic to watch that color dissolve. And I just feel like there's so much untapped potential here that could be done in an easy way, which I really like. I really like getting to like do a theme, but it not be too difficult and it not take too much time. The fact that these set up so fast, incredible. What did I learn today? Well, number one, I learned that you need to be shooting your wax with the temperature gun the whole time, because obviously little melty wax containers that suck it down and just look like a tin can that's been smashed is not ideal. We don't want that. Also, mixing the fragrance in for long enough. That seems to also be very important. Also, the Vibar that I added. I can't tell if that actually helps or not, because I had certain wax melts that were really, really strong that didn't have it in it. And then I added the Vibar, and then there were certain wax melts that like I couldn't smell at all whenever I melted them. So I don't know. I'm still figuring this out. It's been fun to experiment with you though, and that was the point of this video. So if you want to come back for another wax melt experimenting, let me know down in the comments below, and you guys be sure to do something fun for yourself today, whether that is going out and supporting a small business that makes these professionally. That's where you definitely want to go to get them. Or maybe you want to make like a car freshie or something like that. Those are always so cute. They have them at Buc-ee's near my house and I just love them. I don't really care what you do, just be sure you do something fun for yourself. Once again, most of the things that I used I will link down below for you guys, so if you kind of want to experiment and maybe this is something you want to try out, then cool. Most of them I think are just regular old links. Some of them are affiliate. They will always be marked per usual. And yeah, have an absolutely royal day and bye for now. Meow!